But here's the takeaway. So what I say to these early stage companies is I say, make a note of this, that whoever you're with, having a conversation, they're always listening for something underneath they're listening to you. And if you know that they're smiling to say no, but they don't want to be rude, stop the conversation and say, could we stop now? They're going to get nervous because you caught them not wanting to be rude. And they're going to go, huh? And this is what you say to them. When we started the conversation, we were kind of at the same level. You got money, I need money. And you were listening for something and you didn't hear it. In fact, we're further away from it than when we started. Can you tell me what you were listening for? Because we might have it. We just didn't put it in the deck because, we couldn't read your mind. But can you tell me what you were listening for? And we might have it. And guess what? If we don't have it, I'm in a cohort of 20 businesses, and I could introduce someone who does have it to you, and you can succeed and they can succeed, and I don't make any money off of it. So you have taken someone who's smiling and the horse has left the barn, and you've turned them into a friend because you're focusing on their success. You make an introduction to another business, those people are grateful to you. And so if you can realize that whoever you're with, and this works with your spouse or your teenager, or I'll tell you, Charles, this is working with you. So here's what you're listening for underneath you're listening to me. So are you ready for this?
Go ahead.
Give it your best shot, Doc.
Come on, Doc. I got this has already happened to me twice today, and I'm going to tell you these stories. This is great.
So here's what I think you're listening for. You can't stand to waste the time of your listeners. They trust you and they have confidence in you. And you want to honor their trusting and having confidence in you by bringing them guests that can give them immediate value that they can use to get more successful and better. So you're listening for people wondering, is this going to be valuable to my listeners? And you're also listening to people who might have a best-selling book, but they're stiffs. And you're saying to yourself, I got to go back to them and say, we couldn't use the episode, because you want to protect your listeners from the stiffs who are wasting their time. So you get where I'm coming from?
Oh, I totally do. I always say my brother Lenny, who's listening, you got to say hello to my brother Lenny. He listens and he says, comes to me and says, Charlie, that must have been a tough interview. That I could tell you were having trouble with that one. I said, oh yeah, that guy I was having trouble drawing out of him. But then other ones, he's going to feel my exuberance in what we're talking about here, because this is great stuff. I love this stuff. I had to use it twice today. This morning I had my sales consultant was meeting with my sales team, and he was critiquing some of their sales calls, and he said, listen, before you even pitch anything, I want you to ask 10 questions of the guest. Find out what they need. Find out, before you start giving a mouth vomit of all the benefits of your program, just ask questions. Find out what it is that person is looking for, which is exactly what you just said. The second appointment I had today was I had to interview 3 new potential hires, and they had to read from a script. I wanted to hear them read from a script. Doctor, in the first sentence, if I heard what I was looking for, I was done, and I didn't waste any more of their time. I said, okay, thank you very much. I've heard what I want. And 2 out of the 3 of them I hired because I heard what I wanted to hear that quickly, and I don't want to waste anyone's time with being nice and saying, okay, yeah, that's great, because I've already got it. I've got what I need. And so it's amazing how what you say, that's already applied to me twice today. And I hope my salespeople picked up on, just listen. you can't, just listen to the people, what they're looking for. And you can't do that if you're just, and then we do this, and then we do this, and then we'll do, I said, no, that's not solving their problem. So that's really good stuff. That is so cool.